Just what YouTube needed. Another video about bugging in or bugging out. Now, what is a bug out bag? It's just that, a bag. Filled with the necessities plus whatever else you see fit to put in it to get you to wherever your end destination is. What are those necessities? Food, water, some sort of shelter, or by shelter, something to keep you out of the elements. And then medical, because if you get hurt, you'll need a Band-Aid. Anything past those four is up to you, whether it be some tools, a multi-kit, a fire starter kit, a tool kit, firearms. You should probably have a firearm. If you're even thinking about this stuff, I'd assume already that you have a firearm. This bag, like I said, is supposed to get you from your home to wherever you deem fit. Whether it be that remote cabin in the middle of nowhere, your auntie's house, the link point for you and your family or community. You know, like I said, it's supposed to get you from point A to point B. What is a get home bag? A get home bag is 90% similar to a bug out bag, except your point A to B is from wherever you are to home. And what you have in it is the big four, like I just said: food, water, shelter, and medical. You don't need as much food and water in a get home bag as you would for a bug out bag. I forgot to mention it, but a bug out bag you're packing for at least 3 days out on the road. That's kind of a good start. You can pack for more, but you know, weight's a thing. What are the scenarios for each? The scenarios for each can be, well, the scenario for a bug out is something like a hurricane, wildfire that's burning up the neighborhood. It could go all the way to the not so, I want to say they're not realistic, but unlikely. The likelihood of these happening are very low. And what are they? Like civil unrest, or extreme civil unrest, or a civil war, or an invasion, which is so far down the list of things happening. I doubt you would prepare for an invasion. I think bugging out is not a realistic scenario for most people. Most people don't even think about this stuff. Bugging out, bugging home. Most people, I would say, probably don't even have a first aid kit in their car. It's just how it is. So that's not the only reason why I don't think it's feasible to bug out. It's where are you gonna go? That's my main question, is where are you gonna go? Now, if you have somewhere to go, kudos to you. It's mostly for people who have a place to go. Like, you know, that cabin I talked about. You know, you have a pre-marked location, like someone's house, or a meet point to get somewhere. Now, if you have all things set up, then yeah, I'd say bugging out is a more feasible thing for you to do, or at least not a chance, but it's something that you could do. For me, I don't have a place to go. I don't have a meet point. I have where I live. Because me personally, if something like an extreme, like we're thinking about the extreme scenarios, at least me, someone who's into guns and gears and firearms and stuff like that, people like me always think about the worst case scenario happening, like an invasion, extreme civil unrest, civil war, right? That's the whole point of why this Second Amendment, not the whole point, excuse me, but it's a big point or big part of why the Second Amendment community owns weapons or is a thing in the first place. For that slim chance that's still there of, you know, what I just said, civil unrest, civil war, an invasion, tyrannical government. So bugging out and going out into the elements when that type of stuff is going down doesn't seem like a feasible option in my opinion. Because like I said before, if you don't have a place to go, where are you going to go? You know your home. You've been here 1,000 times. You live here. So bugging out, I'd say, is only for the people who have predestined location to go to, or have that remote house that they have had forever, or the families had forever. And that's great. Build a bug out bag, grab your kit, and get to where you're going. The get home bag is supposed to sit in your car, and at least for me, it stays in your car because you want to have it on you at all times. A get home bag doesn't work if it's at home. So now we're gonna get into what I have in my bag that'll help me get home. Here's my pack, or my bag to get home. If you were ever in a military or Army PX, you've seen this bag. I believe it's some sort of Condor bag. My buddy in the Army gave it to me for free, and it's worked fine ever since. Well, it sits in my car in case I need to use it, and it's pretty roomy for how kind of small and compact it is. So we can start from the first two pouches. One is this med pouch, even though it's not a med pouch, but I use it as a med pouch. And this has a basic med kit that I got off Amazon, and has a tourniquet. Did have a pull tab somewhere. It's probably stuffed in here. A bandage, burn bandage, an MPA, and a chest seal. And what's also in here is a first aid manual, just in case, and a SAM split. Here is a little bag full of, honestly, it's kind of just a utility bag, I guess. Batteries, lighters, tape, duct tape, writing utensils, extra flashlight. You know, batteries to keep my optics going, batteries for the flashlight, batteries for whatever you put in here. Can't hurt to have extra batteries. I also have a really cheap flip knife. You can get these anywhere. Next is a pair of bolt cutters. This is kind of a luxury item. You don't need this, but give you the path to get home. There's a lock in your way. I'd also have in here, I would put spare ammo in here, but I don't have spare ammo to put in here. I do, I just didn't put anything in here yet, because this bag is supposed to be in conjunction with your concealed carry. So a couple of extra mags for whatever you're carrying. For me, it would go in here. After that, the main compartment, and I have an extra knife that my father gave me. I didn't really know where to put it, so I kind of threw it in here. It's a good knife. Cuts real well. Got a meal. This is America's Finest mac and cheese from, it doesn't say. I forgot who it is. I'm pretty sure you guys can tell who's this from. But I can make this last me a day or two. And it's freeze dried, so you don't need to refrigerate it. A couple of extra waters. I wouldn't recommend keeping it like I do. I'd get like a canteen. I have one, but it's in my packing gear right there that I use for camping. Wet weather top. Old wet weather top. These are UCP wet weather tops, are fairly cheap. They're like 20 bucks, 30 bucks. Change of clothes and a couple pair of socks. Some gloves, and I have a power bank to keep stuff going. In here, I have a boo-boo kit. Basic pain meds, allergy meds, Band-Aids, Neosporin, a little boo-boo kit. What I don't have in here is the shelter aspect. I have one. It's all black, but like I said, it's in my camping gear. I'm planning on getting one that doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. Like I would switch just keeping your water in here to a canteen. Like my canteen's in there. I did get one and it actually came today. See, that is a get home bag. Fairly simple. Now you get to see me pack it.